Ladies and gentlemen, next fight evening is 3 rounds in the Cage Warriors Academy Ireland Featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, weighing in under 145 pounds. Fighting out of SBGD4, presenting Alex Petris. That is opponent making his way to the Cage Warriors cage, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, weighing in under 145 pounds. Fighting out of Team Ryano, presenting Lewis Byrne.
Cage Warriors Academy Ireland here in Devenish in Belfast. We now move into the Featherweight division. We've got SBG's Dublin 24's Alex Petris taking on Team Ryano's Lewis Byrne. A battle of Dublin gyms in Belfast. Your referee is Mr. Peter Lavery. You've Byrne in the red gloves. And you have Alex Petris with the blue tape on his gloves in the Under Armour shorts. Southpaw against Orthodox here, a scramble for position, and it's Petris who gets Byrne up against the cage. Battle for position, Byrne gets a turnaround, Stephen.
Goes with the underhook, here we go. For the head and arm throw.
He's got to be careful.
You have to watch that back.
Yeah, he's almost
I'm not
like
a fan of guys doing that, especially gives up their back.
like a school ground headlock, but you leave yourself susceptible to your back, and if Petris can slide out, he could
Carl Roach-esque arm lock. Watch the kick.
Peter Lavery warning Lewis Byrne to let go of the cage.
He has to watch his own arm lock here.
Inverted triangle potentially there as well.
Lewis has to unscramble them legs. There we go. The hands free. He has to get that right hand free. Inverted triangle setup could be possible here.
Alex Petris, awkward positions, but both fighters scrambling, and it's Byrne who looks like he's going to come out in top position for a moment there and trying to jump across into side control, but Petris sits up on it. Real scramble, every position here, every inch earned.
These are two
potentially the back taken there as well by Petris, and again Byrne slides out of it.
Beautiful scrambles, beautiful between both of them.
And it's Lewis Byrne who ends up now in full mount.
Just needs to take his time here. Post the face down, start a couple of shots, and then he'll open up the arms.
But for Petris on the bottom, what does he need to do here, Stephen?
Lewis is pretty high on him, so he needs to do is bump like buckaroo to get a space, elbows tight inside, and get that knee back in. It's either, with Lewis having such high posture, he has to try to bring that posture down.
And again, Peter Lavery just warning Lewis Byrne about holding the fence.
He's been in this position, being in Paddy Hilton's gym, he's been in this position 100 times. It's a different thing when you're getting strikes, it's a live event.
He's just sitting up, and Byrne puts him back down.
Lewis really is just taking his time.
Under a minute to go.
Shots. You can hear the referee, you know, Lewis is just listening to the referee.
Again, Peter Lavery will be looking for Alex Petris to defend himself, and Byrne stepping across, looking for an arm here.
Or a triangle set up.
Also turned away that the cage won't be an issue here. He's coming up in 25 seconds remaining. Looks for the arm.
Here we go,
belly down, and Petris steps across.
See, Lewis had to make a huge mistake here. He didn't follow that belly. He should have said belly down. He can go inverted triangle. It's not going to lock fairly tight off from there.
That was the 10-second clapper. So a high phonetic scrambling bout. Look at the experience. Talk about grappling. In between rounds are now going to have Paul Reza Redmond giving instructions to Lewis Byrne, and Paddy the Hooligan Hoolan giving instructions for Pettis. Not a bad corner to have on each side.
No. A bit anxious trying to climb the cage himself to give instruction.
You don't want any cage climbing tonight. And Lewis Byrne starting off light on his feet.
Beautiful snap of that jab.
It was the right hand off the jab that landed as well, and Petris finds himself on his back right in front of his own corner, but he's got Lewis Byrne on top of him.
Lewis just, that right arm, plenty of pressure on the right arm for the left leg to free. Here, the left leg is free. He's a bit loose, he's losing the position.
Petris,
the arm is out though.
He's got to be careful of that arm.
He had to turn the other way. This is twice in a row he's made this mistake, Noel.
And now it's Petris who is on top.
He needs to free that arm. He needs to free that right arm, take it out from between the legs, and go for on the outside of the left leg of Petris.
Rose Petris looking maybe for a Kimura, just blocked now is the opposite side to where we're positioned. Potentially using that to sweep, but can't see if he's got his hands or the grip at least. Looks to have abandoned what he had there anyway.
Lewis Byrne, just like that right arm being trapped, he can give his back here. He seems to be all right now. He's just popping out.
Shrugs the legs of Petris to the side, tries to jump into half guard. Potential for heavy shots to come from this position. He's got Petris stuck up against the cage.
I'm liking Lewis's ground game here, his base and his balance. He's posting up in that combat base position, landing strikes. As soon as Petris scrambles, he's going back to the knees. Let me watch that footlock.
Petris using that long dexterity and legs there to try and tie something up to make Lewis Byrne think defensive rather than all offensive. We've gone 2 minutes gone in the second round here.
Petris can attack a Kimura. There's a key lock position.
And for both fighters as well, Stephen, they're finding themselves in awkward positions that you may not drill all the time in the gym, but both of them are scrambling and trying to improve each time.
I'd like to see Petris start to try come up for a sweep or a wall walk. He's accepting that position of being on the bottom for the first and the second round. Some guys prefer that bottom. That myself, when I was trying to fight, I'd rather be on the bottom. But looking back at it now, it looks like you're getting a hammering every time you're on the bottom trying to set up that submission.
Byrne steps across.
An arm lock attempt again.
Just coming up to 10 seconds again.
I think he's realised to stay away from the arm lock attempt and just stay heavy, good position on top.
Again, it's a position that Lewis Byrne has rolled the most of it on top of his opponent, Alex Petris. In between rounds there, Alex Petris leaning on Paddy Houlihan, and it looked like his coach was giving him wise words to try and fight through it. He looks like the gas tank is well and truly blinking red.
In fairness, I don't think there's any coach in the world that can sort of give you an oomph of inspiration in between rounds than Paddy Houlihan. Beautiful right hand.
Petris tries to close the distance and gets the takedown, and probably what he needs.
Here's a little change of a turn of events now. Petris can keep the top position. Anything to play for in the third round. Although I think Lewis is he's 2 rounds, easily 2 rounds ahead.
Yeah. Petris, he's going to have to be careful. He's lost this position a couple of times during the fight, during the scramble, so he can't afford to lose it here in the third round. You'd really think he needs to finish Lewis Byrne here to get his hand raised.
Climb the legs. Here we go. Triangle attempt. Just have to grab that chin with the right hand up over the shoulder to grab that chin. You hear Paul Redmond scream from the corner for the right hand to take. He's took away that position to take the back maybe.
Alex Petris.
Here we go.
Corner calling for him on his feet, but
he's looking for the
Lewis Byrne omoplata. Uses it to sweep.
Have to watch that triangle attempt.
And Lewis Byrne, excellent work from bottom. He almost baited Alex Petris into that. Excellent work by the Team Ryano man.
Yeah, again, it just shows the fight IQ with these young guys. That's actually what you've seen there are sequences we've been doing during the week in the gym, say from an arm lock to an omoplata setup for a no-gi circumstance. And here's the young guys just sort of naturally doing the sequence. Now he's not getting the finish, but he's realising the opportunity is there for it.
And that's got to be demoralising. Alex Petris was coming out in the third round, blowing heavy, ended up in top position, then lost that position. So you got to feel the SBG Dublin 24 man is feeling it a little. Peter Lavery standing him up. This is his opportunity. You got to think.
Last
home run time. Now. Has he got it in him? Under a minute to go. Alex Petris needs a finish. Byrne has the beautiful.
I think he just shook him there. Might have caught him on the edge of the chin.
A nice lead left hook. Ryan Bader-esque. Just stepping in to land the hook, and it's Petris is really, you can see the shots are coming lethargic, but the young man is still fighting, still pushing forward, still trying to find a way. Coming up to 20 seconds left, and
Lewis Byrne push the pace here. He could really put a stomping on him for the last 20.
but Byrne has been smart as well, picking his strikes, not just rushing in. Nice combination landed on the chin of Petris. I think we're going to go to your judges' scorecards, but Lewis Byrne is the one finishing it on the front foot. Petris going for the takedown. That's the end of it. You go once again to your judges' scorecards, but Alice Petris looked like a man who couldn't step out for the third round, fought his way through it. Credit to him, showed the fighting spirit. You would think, though, Stephen, that Lewis Byrne is going to get the judges' scorecard and the nod.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both fighters. After 3 rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecards. Your judges scored this bout 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner.